The colony on Hagen had never seen a quiet day since the first alien scouts arrived. Ji-Ho moved quickly through the metal corridors of the colony's main hub, checking the structural walls for any weakness. Explosions shook the ground outside, throwing dust and smoke into the air. The distant screams of panic reached him even here inside the reinforced building. Hygiene was in the medical bay, tending to wounded colonists. Her hands moved quickly, bandaging cuts and treating burns. She kept her face calm, even though inside her heart raced. Every time the walls rattled, she knew someone outside was facing death. Tae-sung was at the main gate, rifle in hand, barking orders to the young defenders. His eyes were sharp, scanning every movement of the approaching alien forces. They had no time to waste. The aliens were fast, and their weapons burned through the colony's walls with ease. Ji-Ho joined Tae-sung at the main gate, carrying a crate of energy grenades he had found in an old supply room. "We can set these traps along the outer wall," Ji-Ho said. "It might slow them down." Tae-sung nodded. "Do it quickly. Every second counts." Outside, alien ships hovered, their metallic bodies reflecting the dying sunlight. They moved in patterns that suggested intelligence and strategy. The colony's small defenses were no match for them. Soldiers fired from the walls, but each alien that fell seemed to be replaced by 3 more. Panic was beginning to spread among the humans. Inside the colony, Min-Seo monitored alien movements from the control room. Her fingers danced over the holographic screen, marking patterns and calculating possible weak points. "They're focusing on the east perimeter," she said. "If we can hold there, we might survive until help arrives." Dae-hyun, a young recruit, looked out from the observation deck with wide eyes. "Do we even have a chance?" he asked, voice trembling. Ji-Ho clapped a hand on his shoulder. "We always have a chance if we fight smart. Follow my lead, and we can make it." The first wave of aliens crashed against the eastern wall. The explosions sent tremors through the ground. Ji-Ho and the defenders set off the energy grenades, creating a bright flash that burned several alien attackers. The aliens shrieked, retreating briefly before regrouping. Hygiene ran to the front to assist the soldiers. She moved among the chaos, pulling wounded humans to safety. Her calm presence gave the colonists strength. Even the youngest children found comfort in her steady voice. As night fell, the colony held its first line of defense, but the situation remained desperate. The aliens were relentless, and every wall, every barricade, was tested to its limits. Ji-Ho, Tae-sung, Hygiene, Min-Seo, and Dae-hyun gathered in a small command room to plan their next move. "We can't hold them forever," Tae-sung said grimly. "We need reinforcements." Ji-Ho shook his head. "Communication is jammed. Earth may not even know we are under attack." Suddenly, Min-Seo's console beeped. A faint signal flickered on the screen. "It's coming from deep space," she said. "I don't know who or what it is, but it's heading toward us fast." Everyone held their breath. Could it be a new alien fleet, or could it be the help they so desperately needed? Hope sparked briefly in their hearts, fragile but alive. Tae-sung clenched his fists. "We can hold them a little longer. Prepare the barricades, set every trap, and ready the soldiers. Whoever is coming, we need to survive until they arrive." Ji-Ho and Min-Seo worked together to reinforce the eastern wall. They patched holes, strengthened weak points, and positioned more explosives. Hygiene prepared medical kits to be ready for the next wave of casualties. Dae-hyun ran messages between the groups, delivering orders from Tae-sung and ensuring everyone knew their positions. Outside, the aliens paused, seemingly aware that the humans were more prepared than before. Their glowing eyes scanned the colony, but they advanced carefully. The next wave would be stronger, smarter, and more dangerous. As the first light of dawn broke through the smoke, Ji-Ho climbed to a higher vantage point. He scanned the horizon for the signal Min-SEO had detected. In the distance, a small glimmer of light appeared, moving faster than any alien ship he had ever seen. It grew brighter with every second, cutting through the haze of war like a blade. Hygiene joined him, her eyes wide with disbelief. "Could it be help?" she whispered. Ji-ho nodded, a determined look in his eyes. "It has to be. We've done everything we can. Now we wait." The aliens sensed a change, a new energy in the colony's defenders. They hesitated, unsure if they should attack with the unknown presence approaching. Every colonist held their breath, the tension almost unbearable. The faint sound of engines in the distance began to grow, a rhythmic pulse that promised salvation. Tae-sung rallied the soldiers for one final defensive push. "Hold your ground. For every step they take, we make them pay," he shouted. The first war cries of the aliens rose again, but the humans, bolstered by the hope of rescue, stood firm. The energy grenades were ready, the barricades strengthened, and each defender was prepared to fight to the last breath. As the glimmer in the sky drew closer, Ji-ho could make out a massive silhouette, larger than any ship he had ever seen. Its hull gleamed with the unmistakable mark of humanity. The colony defenders felt a surge of adrenaline, a fire that had been missing since the siege began. The alien forces froze for a moment, sensing the new arrival. They had expected easy prey, but now they faced a new threat. The humans, once cornered and desperate, now stood with renewed courage. Hygiene smiled faintly. "It's here. Help has come." Ji-ho gritted his teeth and turned to Tae-sung. "Get ready. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The war is not over, but now we have a chance." And from the void of space, the human warship screamed toward the planet, a blazing testament to human strength, skill, and determination. The battle for Hagen was about to enter a new and dangerous phase, but for the first time in days, hope burned bright in every human heart. The eastern wall of the Hagen colony shuddered under the relentless assault of alien weapons. Sparks flew as energy beams carved through metal, setting fires that spread quickly across the outer defenses. Ji-ho dashed along the wall, repositioning explosives and checking the integrity of each barricade. The first wave of alien attacks had tested their defenses, but he knew the next wave would be even more relentless. Hygiene moved swiftly from one injured colonist to another, her hands steady as she applied bandages and administered pain suppressants. The screams outside the medical bay were constant, but she blocked them out. Her focus was on keeping the wounded alive until the fight ended. Tae-sung's voice carried across the colony, giving commands and encouragement to the young soldiers. "Hold the east wall. Don't let them break through." His eyes were sharp and unyielding, scanning for the smallest movement of the alien attackers. Dae-hyun ran beside Tae-sung, delivering ammunition and relaying orders. He had grown faster and more confident since the siege began, but fear still lingered in his eyes. He watched the aliens carefully, noting every movement and pattern. Min-SEO stayed at the control room, analyzing the alien attack patterns. She identified a weak point near the eastern gate, where the aliens concentrated most of their energy weapons. "Ji-ho, if you can plant charges here, we can slow them down long enough to reinforce the wall," she instructed. Ji-ho nodded and sprinted toward the designated spot. He carried a bundle of high-energy explosives, placing them strategically along the perimeter. The aliens were relentless, but the humans' preparation allowed them to strike back. The first explosion tore through a cluster of alien soldiers, sending them flying in all directions. The humans cheered, but there was no time to celebrate. Outside, alien leaders barked orders in their own harsh language, coordinating the next wave of attack. Their ships hovered above, providing support and firing relentlessly. Despite their superior numbers, the aliens began to hesitate as human ingenuity and determination became evident. Hygiene pulled a young boy from the rubble, his leg bleeding from a graze. "You'll be okay," she said softly. She applied a splint and led him to a safe corner, reassuring him with calm words and a gentle smile. Tae-sung and Dae-hyun worked together to repel the next wave. Energy rifles and grenades lit up the night as humans fought with skill and desperation. Even the youngest soldiers contributed, following orders and protecting civilians with fierce determination. Ji-ho returned to the command room, reporting to Min SEO. The explosives are set. It should hold them for a while. He looked at the map, noting where reinforcements might arrive if help came from space. Every second counted, and he hoped the distant signal they had detected was not a trick. The aliens intensified their attack. Large armored units approached the east gate, their shields resisting the human weapons. Ji-ho, Tae-sung, and Dae-hyun focused all firepower on the advancing troops, managing to slow them down. Sparks flew as energy blasts collided with human barricades, and the colony shook with each impact. Hygiene ran toward the front line to assist a wounded soldier. She dodged debris and firing beams, her heart pounding with fear and determination. "Keep moving. Stay alive," she shouted to the defenders. Min SEO continued to monitor the signal from deep space. "It's getting closer," she said. "I can't tell exactly what it is, but it's moving fast. We need to hold them until it arrives." The human defenders held their positions, their morale strengthened by the possibility of rescue. Ji-ho, Tae-sung, and the others coordinated every move with precision, using traps, explosives, and tactical positioning to fight back against the overwhelming numbers of aliens. As the first light of dawn approached, the aliens regrouped and tried a coordinated strike at the weakened sections of the wall. Ji-ho and Tae-sung anticipated the move, launching a counterattack that disrupted the alien formation. Explosions and laser fire lit up the morning sky, and the humans pressed their advantage, pushing the aliens back slightly. Dae-hyun helped civilians escape from a collapsing building, guiding them to safety. Hygiene treated the wounded, keeping their spirits up with calm reassurances. Even in the face of fear, the colony fought as one, united by determination and hope. Min SEO observed the approaching glimmer in the sky, signaling that help might finally arrive. The humans' resilience had bought them time, but the next phase of the battle would be the most dangerous yet. Every colonist knew that survival depended on their courage and the unknown force moving through space toward them. The aliens paused, sensing a new presence. Confusion spread among them as they realized the humans were not only holding their ground but anticipating every move. For the first time, hesitation crept into the enemy's strategy. Tae-sung rallied the soldiers for a final push before the reinforcements could arrive. "We fight together. We defend our home. Do not let them break our walls." His voice was strong, and the soldiers responded with renewed vigor. Ji-ho adjusted the final set of explosives near the gate, ready to unleash another burst of firepower if the aliens pressed further. He glanced at the sky, where the glimmer of hope approached, growing brighter with each passing moment. Hygiene held a wounded child close, whispering words of comfort. Even in the chaos, small acts of courage and care gave the humans strength. The colony was battered and tired, but their spirit remained unbroken. The alien forces launched another attack, their numbers immense and relentless. But the humans, prepared and determined, fought back with every weapon they had. Energy beams clashed with grenades, explosions ripped through barricades, and the ground trembled under the weight of combat. As the distant light in the sky approached, Ji-ho felt a surge of hope. It was no longer just a signal, it was the promise of help. The colony would survive, not just through defense, but with the arrival of the human warship that cut through the void, heading directly toward Hagen. The humans held their ground, battered but unbroken. The aliens hesitated, unsure of what the approaching force meant. And in that moment, for the first time in days, the defenders of Hagen felt that survival was within reach. Hope had returned, and the battle for the colony was about to enter a new phase. High above the planet Hagen, the dark void of space was suddenly pierced by a massive silhouette moving at impossible speed. Captain Sun Wu, standing on the bridge of the human warship SS Weizong, watched the holographic display as the colony's distress signal grew brighter. "We are within striking distance," he said calmly, though his eyes were sharp and alert. The crew sensed the tension. The time to act had come. Officer Boram, the tactical officer, analyzed the alien formations below. "They have concentrated forces on the eastern wall," she reported. "If we fire now, we can break their front line and give the colony a chance to survive." Sun Wu nodded. "Prepare the main cannons. All systems at maximum power. We end this quickly and decisively." Back on the colony, Ji-ho and Tae-sung watched the sky as a bright light tore through the atmosphere. "Is that?" Ji-ho whispered, hope rising in his chest. Hygiene grabbed his arm. "It has to be them. Help has arrived." She could barely contain her relief. For days, the humans had fought alone, and now a force greater than anything the aliens could imagine was coming to their aid. The first shots from the warship struck the alien forces. Massive energy blasts tore through their ranks, disintegrating armored troops and vehicles in moments. The aliens shrieked in alarm and confusion. Their carefully planned attack faltered under the sudden destruction. Ji-ho and the colony defenders seized the opportunity. Explosives set along the eastern wall went off in perfect timing, sending alien troops flying and blocking their advance. The combination of the warship's bombardment and the humans' tactical traps created chaos among the invaders. Tae-sung rallied his soldiers. "Push forward. Take back the wall." They fought with renewed courage, inspired by the presence of the warship above. Even Dae-hyun, previously scared and hesitant, moved confidently with the other defenders, taking down aliens with precise shots. Hygiene tended to the wounded even in the middle of the chaos, carrying them away from danger. Her calmness under pressure kept others from panicking and strengthened the human resolve. The aliens, realizing they were now facing an enemy capable of destroying their forces from above, attempted to retreat. But the warship pursued, firing energy beams that forced them back into defensive positions. Captain Sun Wu guided the ship with precision, ensuring maximum destruction without harming the colony below. Min Seo monitored the alien signals, noting their confusion and lack of coordination. "Their command structure is collapsing," she said. "We can finally take control of the battle." Ji-ho and Tae-sung coordinated attacks on the remaining alien forces. The humans advanced strategically, using the chaos to their advantage. Explosions lit the sky, and alien screams echoed as they were pushed back from every position. Hygiene helped a group of civilians escape from a damaged building. Children clung to her, crying and trembling, but she reassured them. "You're safe now. Just stay close to me," she whispered. Her courage inspired others to move forward, helping their friends and neighbors reach safety. Outside the colony, alien war machines attempted to regroup for another attack. The warship's cannons struck again, slicing through their formations. Sun Wu commanded with calm precision, predicting the aliens' moves and countering them before they could strike. Boram relayed critical tactical information, ensuring no alien unit could escape. The humans on the ground saw the warship's weapons fire with awe. The invaders who had once seemed unstoppable were now falling under a force they could not comprehend. Ji-ho felt a surge of determination. "We can win this," he shouted to the soldiers around him. Tae-sung's troops pushed the aliens back further, using the cover of explosions and debris. The eastern wall, once on the verge of collapse, was now reinforced and under human control. The aliens were desperate, unable to adapt to the combined assault from the ground and space. Dae-hyun, inspired by the bravery of those around him, led a small squad to block a group of alien reinforcements. His shots were steady and accurate, and he saved several colonists from certain death. For the first time since the attack began, he felt the pride of fighting alongside heroes. Hygiene and other medics worked tirelessly, moving from one injured person to another, never stopping to rest. Their determination ensured that the defenders stayed strong and ready for each wave. Min SEO tracked the alien retreat, noting the signals of command collapsing entirely. "They are breaking," she exclaimed. "The humans are winning." The final alien strike attempted to hit the colony's main gate, but the warship intercepted them in midair. Massive energy beams disintegrated the alien units, scattering survivors in panic. Ji-ho, Tae-sung, and their soldiers surged forward, reclaiming territory that had been lost for days. By midday, the battle had shifted completely. The aliens, once the aggressors, were now in full retreat. The humans had fought with bravery and skill, but the arrival of the warship had turned the tide decisively. The colony was battered, yet alive, and the defenders' spirits soared. Captain Sun Woo guided the warship into orbit above the colony, signaling for landing teams. The humans below cheered as armored troops descended from the ship, joining the defenders on the ground. They moved with precision, immediately engaging remaining alien stragglers and securing the perimeter. Ji-ho, Tae-sung, Hyejin, Min SEO, and Dae-hyun met the landing team, sharing quick updates. Sun Woo nodded approvingly. "You held them well. The colony is safe, thanks to your courage." Hyejin smiled faintly, exhausted but relieved. "We couldn't have done it without you." The aliens were scattered, their forces crippled by the combined assault. Humanity had proven once again that when united and with courage and intelligence, even the most dangerous enemies could be overcome. The warship had arrived from the void, and the humans had seized victory. The defenders took a moment to breathe, look around, and absorb the sight of their home, battered but still standing. The warship's presence meant more than safety. It was a message to the galaxy. Humanity would fight, and it would protect its own, no matter the odds. And on the planet Hyejin, the defenders felt a strength they had never known before, ready to face whatever challenges might come next. The dust from the battle slowly settled over the colony. The eastern wall, once on the verge of collapse, now stood reinforced with debris and repaired barricades. Ji-ho surveyed the area, noting the fallen alien units and the human defenders moving carefully among the wreckage. Despite exhaustion, their faces carried determination and relief. Tae-sung organized the remaining soldiers, ensuring that all positions were secure. "Check every building, every corner," he ordered. "We cannot leave any alien threat behind." Hyejin moved quickly, helping medics tend to the injured. Her hands were steady, but she paused to take in the scene. The colony had been battered, but not broken. Families reunited, children clung to their parents, and the survivors found strength in each other. Dae-hyun assisted with the evacuation of civilians, guiding them to safer parts of the colony. He had grown more confident since the battle began, and now he moved with purpose, helping others without hesitation. Captain Sun Woo coordinated with Officer Bo-ram and the ground defenders. "We need to secure the perimeter and push back any remaining alien forces," he said. The landing teams had deployed, their presence providing both protection and hope. They moved with precision, quickly neutralizing scattered alien squads. Ji-ho and Min SEO worked together to repair damaged energy panels and communication arrays. Min SEO monitored alien activity, noticing pockets of resistance attempting to regroup. "They're weak and scattered," she said. "We can finish this, but we must stay alert." The aliens, disoriented by the combined human attack from both space and ground, attempted desperate strikes on key colony areas. Explosions rocked buildings, but the coordinated defense repelled every assault. Human soldiers, guided by experience and determination, turned the tide at every turn. Hyejin led a team of medics to the most critical areas. They treated burns, fractures, and shock, moving from one survivor to the next. Her calm presence inspired hope, reminding everyone that humans could endure even the worst situations. Ji-ho set charges on abandoned alien vehicles, using his engineering knowledge to prevent them from being reused. Tae-sung led a squad to clear the remaining alien units from the outer barricades. Their combined efforts slowly pushed the invaders back toward their ships. Daehyun intercepted an alien patrol attempting to sneak into the colony. With careful aim and steady hands, he neutralized the threat and guided the survivors to safety. He felt a sense of pride and accomplishment, realizing how much he had grown since the start of the attack. Min Seo continued to track the alien retreat. "Their command is breaking completely," she reported. "They have no coordination left." Captain Sunwoo ordered targeted strikes on alien ships attempting to flee the planet's atmosphere. Energy beams from the warship cut through their hulls, ensuring that the threat was eliminated without endangering the colony below. The humans and the landing teams advanced methodically, clearing debris and securing positions. Ji-ho, Tae-sung, and Daehyun led patrols through damaged areas, making sure every building was safe. Hygiene continued her work in the medical bay, ensuring that the injured remained stable. As the sun rose, the battle came to a near end. The aliens had retreated, their forces in disarray. The colony was battered, but alive, thanks to human courage, coordination, and the arrival of the warship from the void. Captain Sunwoo gathered the leaders of the colony, including Ji-ho, Tae-sung, Hygiene, Min Seo, and Daehyun. "You held your home against overwhelming odds," he said. "Your courage has saved countless lives, and your determination ensured the aliens could not break you." Ji-ho nodded, still catching his breath. "We fought for our home. We never gave up." Hygiene added, "And now we can start to rebuild. We will make the colony stronger and safer." Tae-sung surveyed the perimeter. "We need to reinforce all positions and prepare for any future attacks. The galaxy is dangerous, and we must be ready." The landing teams continued their work, integrating with the colony's defenders. Together, they repaired walls, treated the wounded, and cleared debris. The combined human forces showed strength and resilience, a testament to their unyielding spirit. Min Seo monitored the skies for any returning alien forces. "They are gone for now," she said, relief evident in her voice. "But we must remain vigilant." Daehyun helped carry supplies to secure areas, assisting those who were tired or injured. He had transformed from a frightened recruit into a capable defender, ready to face whatever challenges remained. As the day ended, the humans gathered in the central square of the colony. They took a moment to reflect on their victory and mourn the losses they had suffered. Children ran among the adults, laughing and playing, a sign that life would continue despite the horrors of the battle. Captain Sunwoo and Officer Boram prepared to return to their ship after ensuring that the colony was safe. "You have proven the strength of humanity," Sunwoo said. "The galaxy will remember this day." Ji-ho, Tae-sung, Hygiene, Min Seo, and Daehyun watched as the warship lifted off, heading back into the void. They knew the battle for Hagen was over, but the fight for survival in a dangerous galaxy would continue. The colony had been saved, but the defenders had learned valuable lessons. Courage, determination, and unity could overcome even the most overwhelming odds. And as night fell over Hagen, the humans prepared for the future, stronger, wiser, and ready to face whatever the stars might throw at them. The morning after the battle, the colony of Hagen was quiet but alive. The debris of destroyed alien units and damaged buildings marked the struggle they had endured, but hope filled the hearts of the humans. Ji-ho walked among the colony, checking on the survivors and helping wherever he could. He felt exhaustion in every muscle, but the relief of survival outweighed it. Tae-sung inspected the outer walls with his squad. The barricades held, but repairs were still needed. He gave orders to reinforce weak points and set up additional traps, preparing for any possible return of alien forces. "We cannot let our guard down," he said firmly. "They will not come back expecting to find an easy target." Hygiene continued her work in the medical bay, tending to both the physical and emotional wounds of the colonists. Tears and smiles mixed as families reunited. Children who had hidden in fear now ran freely, playing among the repaired structures. Hygiene's calm voice guided everyone, helping them find courage and comfort. Daehyun assisted in distributing food, water, and supplies to those still recovering from injuries and shock. He had grown into a capable young leader, trusted by both the adults and children. Each day, he felt more confident in his ability to help the colony survive and thrive. Captain Sunwoo and Officer Boram remained in orbit for a short time, ensuring that no alien forces attempted to return. The humans of Hagen knew they owed their lives to the warship and its crew, who had struck fear into the enemy and saved the colony when it seemed all hope was lost. Ji-ho met with Min SEO to review the alien technology left behind. Together, they analyzed weapons and ships, learning from the enemy to prepare for future encounters. We can use this knowledge to protect not just Hagen, but other colonies as well, Ji-ho said. Min SEO nodded, already making plans for future defenses. The colonists worked together to rebuild. Families repaired homes, soldiers reinforced walls, and engineers restored energy and communication systems. The warship's landing teams helped wherever needed, sharing skills and training with the colony defenders. The community had grown stronger through the adversity they faced. Taesung led patrols around the colony, ensuring safety and vigilance. He coordinated with Ji-ho and Daehyun to map out defensive strategies for any future threats. Each patrol reinforced the lesson that humans could survive through teamwork, intelligence, and courage. Hygiene organized mental support for the survivors, helping them cope with the trauma. She guided meditation sessions for those struggling with nightmares and fear, reminding them that they had endured, survived, and grown stronger. Children listened carefully, learning that bravery could coexist with kindness. Captain Sunwoo finally prepared to leave orbit, trusting the colony's leaders to continue their work. Before departing, he spoke to Ji-ho, Taesung, Hygiene, Min SEO, and Daehyun. You have proven humanity's strength. Let this day be remembered across the galaxy. You have shown that even in the darkest hour, courage and unity can overcome any enemy. As the warship disappeared into the void, the colony of Hagen felt a renewed sense of purpose. The humans had survived, learned, and grown. Each person understood the value of courage, teamwork, and intelligence in the face of overwhelming odds. Ji-ho stood on a hill overlooking the colony. The sun rose, casting light on the repaired walls, the busy streets, and the smiling faces of the survivors. We survived because we never gave up, he said softly. Taesung joined him, nodding in agreement. And we will always be ready. Hygiene approached them, carrying a small child who had been injured but was now smiling. Look at them, she said. They are safe. That is what matters most. Min SEO joined the group, holding a tablet displaying the analysis of alien technology. We are stronger now, she said. We know more. And next time, we will be even better prepared. Daehyun ran up to them, his face bright with determination. We can protect everyone, not just Hagen. We can be ready for whatever comes next. The group nodded in agreement, a silent promise to each other and to the galaxy. As night fell, the colony glowed with light and activity. Humans rebuilt their homes, shared meals, and laughed, finding joy even after the horrors of battle. The stars above sparkled like distant eyes, watching over the humans who had proven their resilience. The galaxy had seen the arrival of a human warship and the courage of a small colony. The message was clear: humanity would not bow to any threat. They were united, resourceful, and unstoppable when defending their own. Ji-ho, Taesung, Hygiene, Min SEO, and Daehyun stood together, watching the night sky. Each of them felt the same truth deep in their hearts. The battle was over, the colony was safe, and humanity had made its mark. Whatever dangers the stars held, humans would meet them with courage, strength, and determination. And on the planet Hagen, the human defenders rested for the first time in days, knowing that they had not only survived, but had proven that even in the darkest times, humanity would rise, fight, and endure. Their story would spread across the galaxy, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humans and their unwavering will to protect one another.